Knicks owner James Dolan sent his employees at Madison Square Garden a memo saying his company was not qualified to offer an opinion on social issues in the wake of George Floyd's killing in Minneapolis. After much backlash, Dolan released a statement Tuesday saying, quote, "Yesterday, I made a sincere attempt to provide my perspective on a very difficult issue, one that has no easy answers. I know how important this topic is to many, and I do not want there to be any confusion about where I as an individual or we as a company stand. So let me be clear. We vehemently condemn and reject racism against anyone, period. I'm proud of the environment you have created here. I know that this is a difficult time and that we will always need to communicate with one another on hard issues. I will continue to do as much as I can to help our community even better. I know you will also." Max Kellerman, Stephen A. Smith here. Max, you really did not like the internal email that was sent by James Dolan for good reason. What is your reaction now after hearing this statement?
I'm disgusted all over again. This guy's just got to go. He has no business owning an NBA team. Let me read you something that Adam Silver wrote. He wrote a letter to league employees. This is the commissioner of the NBA who's been universally praised for his handling of this and other issues. "I'm heartened by many members of the NBA and WNBA family, players, coaches, legends, team owners, and executives at all levels speaking out to demand justice, urging peaceful protests, and working for meaningful change. Everyone except the Spurs, where Popovich then made very strong statements, and the Knicks, where no one made a statement because it's owned by Dolan, who needs to sell the team. The NBA needs him out. Get rid of the bad apple, just like that got rid of Donald Sterling." Hey, Dolan, do you think that fools anyone? Do you think you're clever enough to fool anyone with that nonsense? Oh, you're not racist and you condemn racism? Well, that's great, of course. Like, that goes without saying, really. This was not a complicated issue. Number one, when you said we're no more qualified, that is not the point. That's a straw man. No more qualified. Are you claiming, since everyone else commented that you're less qualified? Are you the least qualified? The answer may be yes. You may be the least qualified. And maybe that's why you didn't release a statement and apparently muzzled MSG. The least qualified? This is a complicated issue. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Even if you don't want to get into broader societal issues, George Floyd, an African-American man, had a white police officer's knee on his neck. The whole world saw it. There are protests not only in this country but around the world based on that video. It's unambiguous. He was pleading for his life and had it snuffed out, and we all saw it. That's complicated. You don't need to offer prescriptions. Many others did not offer prescriptions. The bare minimum is to address that directly. And if you can't figure that out and then make these sniveling excuses the next day, you have no place in the NBA, in my opinion. And let me tell you something, what you're going to do. I understand children who inherit billions of dollars from their mommies and daddies don't like to be told what to do because they haven't been very powerful, because they can exert financial influence. You will, listen to me carefully, you will come out and make a statement addressing George Floyd. That's what you will do. Get it through your head, because that's what you're going to do.
So you want to be the voice emanating from Madison Square Garden when you've admitted you have nothing to say already. And then on top of it all, you want to act as if you're representing not just the Garden, but a plethora of fans out there who co-sign with you when we're seeing thousands, if not millions of people come out and proclaim they're not with that kind of thinking. That's not how they feel. And so it just really illuminates the fact that he is even more detached than we thought he was. And he continues to sully the Knicks franchise and Madison Square Garden. There's no problem with the Rangers. And when you look at the personnel, for example, Leon Rose, poor Leon Rose, the man hasn't really even started on the job yet. He's hiring people. He's getting his ducks in order, doing what he needs to do, etc. And James Dolan continues to steal headlines because his pettiness, his weakness, his lack of manliness when it comes to issues that he really needs to step up for, This is the kind of stuff that defines Madison Square Garden and almost anything he touches. It's a damn shame because really in this particular situation, you know what James Dolan could have done, Max? He could have done what Tillman Fertitta did, with the owner for the Houston Rockets. I didn't see anything that Tillman Fertitta had to say other than this. I'm encouraging all of my employees to speak up and speak out. He's not prohibiting or restricting anybody. It was perfectly within James Dolan's right to be quiet, shut the hell up, while also allowing other people to speak if they so chose. That's not good enough for him. Not only does he not want them to speak, this is after he admits he has nothing to say, but then tried to say something after admitting he had nothing to say. It makes no sense whatsoever. And it's very, very embarrassing. And it's a huge blemish on Madison Square Garden just because his name is it. As if you thought there would come a time where he couldn't do anything worse. He shows you there's still depth to which he can fall.
Let me tell again, Jim Dolan, what he is going to do. You are going to use George Floyd's name. You're going to talk about what a tragedy it was. You will do this. So why not do it? You should have done it days ago. But why not do it now? Why wait until you're forced? Because you will be.